Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video in the Playwright for API series. Okay, so in the past video we saw about how to write a code for creating a resource that is a post request. Okay, so we wrote a simple code for creating a resource through post request method, and we validate the body also, both the status and the body also. So I'm going to use the same code, and in this video we are going to see about the get request. Okay, so the created resource we are trying to get and see whether we can able to get it or not. Okay, so that is what we are going to see in this particular video. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is so we will already have this endpoint which I showed in the previous video. For that, I'm going to the third one. Okay, that is pet request one, the pet store one. The second one, I'm going to this endpoint. As I told you, if you ping me in the comment, I in the WhatsApp for my with my mobile number, JS Testing Academy official number, I can share this document also. Okay, so I'm going to use this write endpoint and write a small code for retrieving the data from the server. Okay, so for that, so in last video, last video we created a test for post. Okay, so in the same code itself we'll add the get. Before that, let me create a shoot first. Okay, so here we created a test for post. Okay, let me create a shoot. Okay, for that I'll add test describe. So please watch the previous video for understanding of this code. Okay, so watch the post request video for understanding. Okay, so I'll give crude API test. Okay, and let me add a right. Okay, now let me add this. Okay, crude API test comma. Okay, let me add this at the last. Okay, okay, now I've added right crude API test. Okay, and then I've added the method function I've added, then right I've added here. Okay, let us see. Okay, now I've added a shoot here. Now we are going to add again a test case here. Okay, so let's create a test case. Before that, we need to extract the ID and pass it to a get request. Okay, while creating a post, we'll get an ID. That ID we are going to try and see in the get request. Okay, for that we'll extract the ID first. Okay, for that I'll write a small change in the previous code. Okay, let me go here. Okay, to this 30-second line and give one enter. So I'll get the ID from the response. Okay, I'll get the ID from the response. Okay, that is pet ID. So if you go through the previous video, you can understand this one. Okay, so first go through the post request video, and then please come back to this one. Okay, so I'll extract the pet ID from the body. So the JSON body I'm going to extract, right, and store it in a reference called as body. From that I'll get the body ID and store it in a pet ID. This pet ID we are going to pass it. Okay, so let me initialize this globally also, the pet ID, so that it can be used in other tests. Okay, for that I'll use let pet ID. Okay, so I have initialized globally so that it is used in the other test cases also. Okay, so I initialized pet ID here, and I got the body ID and I stored it. So as we saw in the previous video, first I'm just declaring the or importing the test and expect from the Playwright test runner. Okay, so test is for adding the test hooks like test shoot, right, test had before, like all these hooks will be added under the test, and expect is for validation and require, and we import the Playwright runner here. Next one is right, as we did now, we are going to add a shoot, and I initialized a pet ID. Then I created test case for post test, and I used a request fixture for right, for getting all the post methods, the body validation, param, everything. It comes under the request, right? Same thing which we use for browser and page in the browser automation and the Playwright. In API automation, we use a request fixture. Okay, now after that I use write await and request dot post, and I gave the endpoint, and I gave the headers, and I gave the request body here, and then I validated the status to be 200. I checked whether the status is 200 or not, and then I extracted the JSON as we did now, and I extracted the ID and stored in pet ID. I printed the status or the status. I printed the body, and I verified or validated the property is ID and name to be Anju and status to be available. Since the status is available and the ID should be 0, I validated everything in the previous video. Now we'll go for an get operation. For that I'm going to add, okay, so let me add here 1 minute. Okay, now what I'll do is, right, I will going to add the get here. Okay, for that let me add a test. Now I'll add a test case now, that is test. Okay, now I'll add, all right, what test case, I'll describe the test case, that is retrieve. Okay, and then I'll use same the async and the Playwright fixture, that is request. Okay, async is used to wait by default. Sorry. Okay, so I'll add async, then I will add the Playwright. Okay, now I'll add the Playwright request here. So request fixture which we are going to use it. Okay, the request fixture I've added here. So now I'm going to use a function here. Okay, now I've added a test case here. Okay, so the test case I've added is right, get request. I'm getting a driving here, and I'm going to use an async, and I used a Playwright fixture here, and then I'm going to, now I'm going to add the endpoint here. Okay, for that again I'm going to store it in a constant. I'm going to use a reference called as res for get extracting the response. I'll use await for awaiting till the request endpoint is right passed. Await request dot, I use get method for retrieving. Since you are going to use get, right, I'll first use the get method, then I'll pass first the base URI. Okay, so I'll go to the contract document, and I'll copy the base URI, and I will paste here first the base URI, then the resource. Okay, I'll give slash, and I will go and copy the resource here, and it's going to extract the pet ID which we already stored here. Okay, so the pet ID which we gave, already stored, it's going to extract it. Okay, so now let's store, and this is the endpoint. Okay, so this is a base URI, and this is a resource, and this is a parameter. Okay, so I've used write the endpoint here and store it in a reference called as res. Now we'll go for our validation point. Okay, so now we store the reference. Okay, now we'll go for validation. For a validation we'll use expect, right? Expect, and then first we'll validate the status dot status. Okay, and okay, and I'll check whether the status is 200 or not. I'll use for that, I'll use method to be, and I'll check whether the status is retrieving it or displaying it as 200 or not. Okay, now let's extract the response body also. For that I'll use constant, and I will extract the body. For that I'm creating a reference called as body, and I'll use await to wait till it extracts. Okay, then I'll use JSON method for extracting it as JSON. Okay, so JSON response. Now I'll validate the pet ID also. So for that I'll use expect, I'll use body dot id, and I'll use to be method to validate the pet ID also. Okay, so the body dot id and the pet id which we stored both should be same. Okay, now I've added a semicolon here. Now I've added a test case which is having get retrieve async the playwright fixture and constant await request dot get method and the endpoint with the base URI resource and the parameter. Then I validate the status code 200, and I extracted the response and stored in a reference called body. That body dot id and the pet id which we stored both is matching or not. Okay, that we are going to check here. Okay, now what I'll do is right, just small just mistake. Okay, let me add the braces properly. Okay, now I think it should be fine. Okay, now let's save the file. Okay, now let me go to the terminal first. Let me go to the folder, test folder, where the test case is there. Okay, crude spec JS. Let me give npx playwright, and I'll give test. Okay, so it's going to run both the post and also the get. Okay, one to be 200, it's failing. Okay. Okay, I'll come here. Okay, I made a small mistake for adding a dynamic. Okay, so we have to add this dollar symbol. Okay, so dollar pet ID, then I should take it as a dynamic ID. Okay, let me save it. Let me run it now. Okay, retrieving to be 100, constant await request post ID feed pet ID. Okay. Then await JSON to be 200. Okay. Okay, one minute. Let me go here. 1 minute. Let me save it again and run. Okay, it's still the same issue. Let me do some modification here. Okay, so let me add. Okay, so I'll explicitly explain. I'll give an explicit right pet ID here. That ID will use it. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is right. I will add in the test. I'll add before all. Okay, so this before all for each test, this runs once. Okay, so normally in Java we use before method, right? Test and annotation. Okay, so what happens that before method it runs after the every at test. Same thing if I give before all, it is going to run at the every at test. So for before get, it will create a post, then it will do. Okay, and I'll give an explicit ID here, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I'll give this explicit ID so that it's retrieving only this ID. Okay, now let me give in 0, let me give this ID. Okay, pet ID. So, so I'll give explicit ID this one. So right, retrieve, create a post for this ID and retrieve this ID alone. Okay, so let me give it. Okay, now status available, status to be joined. Okay, and created pet ID. And now let me go here. Okay, so I will change to pet ID. Okay, then retrieve status. So it's going to get the pet ID 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's try this one. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I just added an before all, and I explicitly write passing an ID and retrieve it. Okay, let's run. We'll see. Okay, now it created an ID and it passed. Okay, so now what happened is right. It created an ID and it's passed. Okay, let me rerun again. Okay, now the CRUD operation, it posted and retrieved. You can see right, it's able to retrieve it and post it. Okay, so first what I did is right, I added an shoot here, then I created an pet ID that is 1 2 3 4. I'm posting this ID and retrieving the same ID instead of right giving right generating a new ID. I'm just creating an already existing ID. I'm going to use it. Okay, so I'm adding a before all hooks, right, so that this test is called before each test. But like later, if I'm going to add update or delete, right, it's each time it's going to post it and it's going to right go for the next test. Okay, so in post test, as we all practice, it's going to use the fixture, and you're going to pass the right endpoint and the header and the body, and then we are going to validate the status. We are going to retrieve the response and store the, get the extract the pet ID, and we are going to validate the body name and status in the test get method. Okay, in the test, so we are going to share the endpoint, and with the right random dynamic ID, we are going to pass it in the endpoint, and then we are going to right validate the status and extract the body and check whether the body ID and the pet ID is matching or not. Okay, so this is how right we can add our get API request method in our test, in our automation, and do. Okay, so continue to follow the series. In next video we are going to plan about the update method and the delete method also, and we'll slowly build a small framework and we learn. Okay, so that is a plan. Okay, so hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Meet you soon in the next part of video. Bye.